This is Served with me, Andy Roddick. Please hit subscribe. We drop new episodes every week. This clip's brought to you by ServiceNow. AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built on. With the ServiceNow AI platform, your AI, data, and workflows all work together, connecting every corner of your business. To see how you can put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com/AI-agents.
Carlos Alcaraz, who was announced it on Friday. He announced it on Friday that he wasn't going to be playing in it. And then we're recording this on Monday, a photo of him on Instagram at a restaurant circulated, him taking a photo with the restaurant owner, we assume, also showing his right wrist in a removable cast of some kind.
He wasn't going rollerblading. It's not a wrist guard.
Sean, I think you have a picture of it.
We were told it was a fiberglass cast, whatever that means. But yeah, that's not.
It's not what you want to see.
That's not an image you necessarily want to see a month before Roland Garros, is it?
I mean, the sunshine analysis on that one is you just want to completely immobilize something for little irritants, right? It'd be like a singer, not having anything wrong with their voice, but also talking like this so they don't use it too much. Like you hope that's what it is. I mean, you got to think if he's hiding something, he's not doing pictures with it right in front. Like
that's what we were saying.
It's a very easy thing to just kind of put that. Like I remember,
throw that hoodie right over top of it.
I remember when Fed was hurt at Laver Cup, like his knee was all bad, and people didn't realize how many surgeries he had. He was on crutches, but he would put the crutches out of the photo every time when he was taking them. Right? It would have been an easy thing to. So I want to think it's not like a crazy serious thing if he's just kind of taking that cast out for picture time. But listen, this is, he's got to look at the clay and say, this is where I shine. He dominated Madrid early in his career. And I say early in his career, it was like 4 years ago. But not what you want to see. Not what you want to see if you're the tournament director of Madrid, JW.
Yeah. I think Feliciano Lopez actually has been sort of talking about the extent of the injury. This is the biggest event in Spain, in the home country of the player. Who knows? I mean, we waste no opportunity. We spare no opportunity to excoriate these extended Master Series events.
What is excoriate?
I don't know which way that cuts. Does he want to? I was going to say shit on, but then I was told we curse too much on this podcast. It's actually in our corporate bylaws that once a podcast we have to shit on these extended Master Series events. So
I got next.
If he's all right. It's hard to speculate. I texted the agency and sort of didn't get much of a how serious is this? How seriously should we be taking this? Is this precautionary? It's tough, and I don't know what you tell him as someone who has been in this position. He had someone as his coach who knew sort of the rigors and the scheduling and the build up to this clay season in particular. Who's not in the camp anymore. I don't know if that's relevant, but this isn't what anybody wanted to see 4 weeks from trying to win a third straight title at Roland Garros.
I have a lot to unpack with what you just said. One, what'd you say?
I said shit on.
Shit on. All right, I understand that. Mm-hmm. And I'll move on. I'm going to make one quick statement. You're more likely to pull out of a tournament that's going to cost you 12 days if you're on the fence. There?
Got it.
The agency that you texted before any news is out, they should be fired if they respond to you with any detail at all about Alcaraz's wrist. So check there.
Wait, sometimes you get, I'm serious. I mean, sometimes you get, don't read too much into it. It's precautionary. Don't worry. You'll see them in 2 weeks. I mean, sometimes you get a fairly.
Yeah.
I mean, it does come on the heels. He had said that Feliciano Lopez, the Madrid Open director, he was on a podcast and he was talking about Carlos's wrist. And he said, quote, "I think his wrist tendon is a bit inflamed. I imagine and I hope it's not ruptured. Now it's time to recover." And then he went on to say he had something similar that is fairly common in tennis. And he says, "I was out for 2 months." And then he went on to speculate that, obviously Madrid is out, but he said, "Rome seems almost impossible to me." So this is from Feliciano Lopez, obviously Madrid Open director. he's being told that the guy's not going to play in his tournament. What is he being told?
Did Philo go out and get like a doctorate or something? Like
I don't know. But so it's definitely not helping stir the pot here.
Yeah.
That, then a photo comes out on Monday of his wrist in a thing. It's just,
Yeah.
It's the 2 weeks thing is very, very interesting.
I mean,
right?
I understand the Monte Carlo final wasn't like the greatest match we've ever seen between Sinner and Alcaraz. I think weather dependent. But he said after that he wasn't feeling great. He still played a full match, right? And he was swinging. Like, it wasn't as if like he gets hurt in that match and it didn't take over the broadcast, right? So has it gotten worse since we saw him? And he said, like, I'm going to take it easy for a second. I'd guess not. I mean, unless he went out and got an injury in practice, I couldn't imagine you would push it post Monte Carlo if you've gotten the matches in. This is interesting. Like, I don't know. I mean, we're reading between the lines, but I guess we just.
I mean, if his wrist hurts that bad, he's not showing up to film Sinner jumping off a high dive.
Well, you use the other hand though. Yeah.
Roll the tape back. Let's review.
Yeah, but that's a good point. I mean, listen, we're trying to speculate off of an internet photo. I'll tell you one thing: it's not great for Madrid.
Yeah.
Right. It's not the one. If I was Feliciano Lopez, I would be trying to sell that this was not just a Madrid specific decision, that it's going to affect the other tournaments as well. But I don't know. We don't know. Stinks. Listen, he's missed this tournament before and or pulled out of it before and or said my forearm hurts before, and then come out and he's won majors and he's won the French Open. So I will say specifically to arm injuries, like if you're in the Alcaraz camp, you would rather have something like this and this is all under the assumption that nothing's torn or nothing's like, needs to be repaired over time. If you have a wrist injury, you can still be in shape. You can still get in your reps running. You're not going in. The worst thing is going into a slam knowing that you don't have the legs for it, right? Or that you don't know if you have the legs for it. Like I have to imagine, in the Ferrero days, I would have said for sure he's out working on his legs every single day. Listen, Sammy Lopez and Carlos came out of the gate perfectly, right? No notes. A lot of speculation. They go win Australia. I will say this, and this is no disrespect to their current situation, because Carlos has outperformed everyone all the time, even with the expectations. Like LeBron. Like, there was never a more hyped athlete, and then he became LeBron, right? Like, so just level set that. Personal experience, coaching doesn't really present itself in the best of times. When everything is going well, I got to think coaching is a lot easier, right? Coming off of Indian Wells, which was, great result for us normies and, maybe not for him, losing early in Miami, losing to his rival in Monte Carlo, now dealing with like a little bit of a wrist injury. This is where I think we're going to see the Ferrero effect. And if there's a there, JW, am I searching a little bit there?
No, I mean, it's hard, and I'm glad you prefaced that by saying, listen, the guy won a major out of the gate with a new coach, but I do think that was sort of what I was getting. I mean, I don't, you tell me, but you've got a guy who's not only has been number one in the world, but he's fought through injuries. He understands the clay cycle. He understands the pressure of being a Spanish player at the signature Spanish event. I mean, I just think Juan Carlos Ferrero would really get this and be able to sort of help with some of the scheduling decisions. Again, I mean, it's hard. We're speculating about injury we don't know the extent of, but I do think, yeah, I mean, you tell me, but I do think he might benefit from having a guy who is so similar and in such a parallel situation, sort of understanding the rhythms of this part of the season in particular.
Just let me be so clear here. I don't have a responsible opinion on this. My mind goes, this is where it would present itself, right? This is where, more so for me than showing up in Australia and riding a wave and winning there and doing Carlos things, which we know he can do. It's when it gets into the struggle, there's a new voice in that struggle, right? That is, I think, where the point is made. Listen, you can't, Sammy Lopez was thrust into a very, very awkward situation and has guided the ship magnificently, right? And also, when you are faced with adversity, you have that trusted voice that knows exactly what you're saying, feeling, has done it, has won Roland Garros himself, you want the coach to see into your soul. And so not to say that there's anything there, it's just saying it's different this time around when faced with adversity. And I think he's in his first kind of run of, listen, lost to my rival, had a couple losses last month, and now I'm going to have to do some sort of injury management going into Roland Garros, which is imperfect. That's the point. We'll see what happens. Obviously, everyone on earth wants Carlos fully happy, healthy, and ready to go, especially on the heels of last year's Roland Garros